Welcome back, welcome back. We have in the studio with us Dan Dillard and Dave Fitton, and they're here to talk about taking drugs back. There's programs that happen every year when it's sponsored by different people at certain times, and you want to tell us a little bit of history about it, Dan?
Sure. So this is actually a DEA-backed effort. The Drug Enforcement Administration has been doing this for many years now, 10 or 15 years now at least. It's done on a semi-annual basis, and locally the Boone County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition engages in these efforts. We were not able to have a prescription drug take back in the spring with everything that we had going on, but we're certainly looking forward to making up for lost ground, making up for lost time, and in the spring with our fall take back, which is coming up right around the corner.
And I think the public's involvement in this is to not just discard the drugs that you're not using, prescription drugs that you're not using. You need to dispose of them in a specific way. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's the primary mistake that people make. People trying to do the right thing nonetheless in disposing of these drugs, whether it's in the trash can in the bathroom, whether it's down the toilet. Neither method is recommended for various reasons. Prescription medications ending up in landfills, prescription medications ending up, albeit in trace amounts, but in water supply, in groundwater, these types of things, is certainly not what we want with powerful prescription medications, namely opioids. But we do want people to get rid of them nonetheless, and this is the opportunity to do so.
So if people have drugs in their cabinets that's probably outdated, they need to gather those up and bring them when, where, and at what time?
So it's for all unused or expired prescription medications. If it's a prescription that you just got, you're done with it, you're not using it, you've got most of the bottle or even another bottle laying around, or expired medications that are simply outdated and they've been taking up space in your medicine cabinet for years in some cases. We've seen drugs come in from years and years ago. So we'll take all of them and we will take them and dispose of them properly on Saturday, October 24th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and that will be out in front toward the highway, out in front of the Ozark Mall.
Okay.
Ozark Crossing Mall, that's correct.
Yeah. And what's your involvement? You going to help with the gathering, or?
Well, actually, I'll be out there.
Use your microphone there if you use it, so everyone can hear you. Sorry.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Dan, I'm really here to support Dan and the effort that we're making today, but I'm also a volunteer, so I'll be out there working one of the shifts for the take back.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Is there any other programs that you're working on, or this one will happen in October? Are you planning one for the spring again, or?
We will. That's the hopes.
Yeah. So any drugs that people have in and around the house, and it might be a good idea to help elderly people that don't hear about this. Help your neighbor, and if you're going to take one batch of drugs, you might want to see if there's some people in the area that may be at risk for being out in the public to go get their drugs and bring them to the event too.
Right. So Arkansas is actually number 2 in the nation in over-prescribing medications.
They're number two?
Number 2 in the
Wow.
nation.
Oh,
not a good statistic, but obviously very relevant in terms of what we're talking about. Number 2 in the nation in terms of over-prescribing or number of prescriptions. And that statistic actually has us at more prescriptions in the state of Arkansas than people.
Wow, that is.
So they're certainly out there. There's no doubt about it. And obviously, there's the opioid epidemic, which we're continually combating. And so much of this hinges on prescription drugs.
Yeah. So that date again is going to be at the
Crossroads Mall.
The Crossroads Mall. That's the old Fashion Center Mall and the old Ozark Mall. It's right there right there at the bypass.
Yeah, it'll be in the parking lot, out
Be in the
close
par-
to where the highway.
Okay, close to the highway.
Yep.
October 24th from
10 a.m. to
10
1 p.m.
10 to 1. So there's not it's not a day event. It's not a 2-day event. So gather your drugs. Do you require them to be in a certain kind of container, plastic bag, or just?
They can bring them how they want them. We'll take them in the bottles and bags
Okay.
By themselves. We've taken them in entire boxes before. We do ask that there's no needles or liquids.
Okay.
If you have needles, syringes, liquids, things of that nature, certainly get in contact with us that day. We'll have resources for you, but we cannot accept those, unfortunately. And we will have other resources as well. Drug deactivation kits. We'll have free drug deactivation
Okay.
kits. You know, if between this Saturday, October 24th, and the spring take back, you come into medications that need to be disposed of properly. These are actually approved kits where you can deactivate them, chemically deactivate them at home.
Oh,
And
okay.
at that point,
Oh, nice.
they
Okay.
are suitable to be disposed of in a trash receptacle.
All right.
Now, with this event on the 24th, people can bring their human medications. What about pet medications?
We can accept pet medications as
Okay.
well. There are many similarities between
Okay.
human medications and pet medications, and we can accept pet prescriptions all the same.
Okay.
Do you need more volunteers for the event, or are you pretty well staffed and everyone's committed?
We're pretty well staffed and committed, but if anybody wants to come and help out, we're certainly always looking for help, always looking for volunteers. If anybody wants to come and learn more about the coalition, we would certainly entertain
Okay.
that
Let's
as well.
let's throw out some contact information because we don't have it on the screen. How can they contact you?
They can reach me by email at daniel.dillard, that's my first name, dot last name, daniel.dillard at northark.edu, North Ark like North Arkansas College.
Okay. All
And
right.
I'd be glad to help them.
All right. Thanks, guys, and good luck with the event. Hopefully we can get rid of some drugs.
That's the
Super.
objective. Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah,
Thank
you.
Thank you.
so much.
Up next, we have Ian Reynolds, and he's here to talk about Internet Rural Service. If you are a viewer of us and have inadequate internet or no internet at all and would like to move into another dimension of communication and entertainment, this next segment is for you. Stay with us.